Hi everyone, this presentation is on Good Grief, my current internship. All of the photos attached are taken by me. Mission. Good Grief's mission is to normalize grief and provide free, unlimited, and accessible support and advocacy to children and their families throughout New Jersey. It is the first state to fully support grieving children, which I am excited about because you don't see this offered in New York City where I'm from. It is offered to children, teens, young adults, and adults who had lost a child, sister, brother, mother, father, spouse, or even a primary caregiver. One of the quote that I want to include by CEO Joe Primo is, "We can keep death underneath the bed like an imaginary monster, or we can choose to shine a light on it and empower kids to develop healthy coping strategies." What I love about this saying is that I believe Good Grief upholds to this vision strongly. Services. The services that are offered in Good Grief are in-community programs where the clients meet once a week for about 9 weeks, and each of the sessions are about an hour and 15 minutes long. Other enrichment programs include the Summer Camp Grief Expression that is run for about a week during the summer. The enrichment programs also comprise of other various events such as family bowling, game nights, ice skating, and many more. Night of Support is the program that I currently work for. It is run throughout the year. It follows a typical school schedule, so there is no sessions in the summer. It is offered in 2 locations, in Princeton and Morristown. The hours are from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And I currently work in the Morristown location. The members can stay as long as they need, and the average stay is about 3 years. So the night is started with pizza, and then a ritual where they go around, they say their name and the person who died, and who they come with. A great reminder is pass is always an option, so anyone who doesn't feel like speaking, that is okay. What I love about the center is not only does it provide a safe space for people to socially express themselves, but also physically. And the options that are offered in the center, it is very emotionally stimulating. They offer a music room, a volcano room, a satin room, a hospital room, and there's arts and crafts throughout the center. All of these things are used for expression and play. Frame of reference. So of all of these 4 quadrants from A to D, my responsibilities fall under Quadrant B, where I facilitate peer support groups, and Quadrant D, where I attend educational workshops and I participate in outreach events that are held in school settings, such as colleges. So during the last tabling event, I was able to promote services at Good Grief and also help recruit potential interns or volunteers. So here are some of the ethical issues that leads to some challenges. Number 1, lack of diversity. It is a predominantly white organization, so there's a lack of exposure to other ethnicities, cultures, and people that may have special needs or psychiatric disabilities. Good Grief has turned away children who may not benefit from peer support. What this means is any child that may come into Good Grief and may need something more intensive rather than peer support, Good Grief may have to turn away that child. This then leads to the next challenge. The agency does not have other department or services for me to shadow or gain clinical experiences. And because of this problem, I feel that during supervision, the feedback that I'm given is very limited as to discussing, other techniques or skills to help engage a client in a more therapeutic way and deepening our relationship. We are trained to not know or assume or ask about the client's story, such as what happened to the person that died. Peer support is about building a connection with their peers. So as a facilitator, where our task is to facilitate a space for them to bond and foster connections and to build communication between the peers. So anyone that's interested in enrolling in Good Grief, they can contact Rachel, who is the family coordinator. during the intake process, she will follow up with you with an application. She'll give you a tour, and that follows a family orientation. Another saying that I want to include by CEO Joe Primo, who ended up in a TED Talk show. He said, "Grief is a series of responses that have to happen in order for you to form a new and integrated identity as someone who has lost someone you love." I think this resonates with a lot of people, so I wanted to include that. So overall, good grief is a wonderful and life-changing experience to work with. It does provide a great support system for anyone who is grieving. And I believe that good grief abides to their mission very well. So this concludes the end of my presentation. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.